Um, so yeah, I think with that, it's right about that time that we jump into our third and final game of the night, Dandy Ace. Again, this is a game that my friend Glenn told me about. Said it would probably be up my aisle or up my alley. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a try. This game was developed by Mad Mimic, published by NeoWiz. Probably mispronouncing that. Um, oh, uh, it's got something going on already. So we'll go ahead and we'll get a jump over to this as I have started in the background. Go. Should be up any second.
He could even make children cry with joy. His name was
Can hear the game.
the Green-Eyed
Can't.
Illusionist. But sadly,
Can't for the life of me figure out why it's not. Uh, it's not pulling up.
one day everything was stolen from him by a fake magician.
There we go. All right. For some reason, I don't know where he is. Oh well, I know where he's probably just getting home a little bit ago and probably eating his dinner and relaxing, because that's what that man do. All right. Um. Well, we'll go ahead and jump in. We'll go ahead and jump in, give this a shot. Final game of the night. New run. Okay. Only lets me choose normal, which, you know what, honestly, I prefer that. Entrance hall. To unlock new... you know what we gotta do? A bow. Timer. Go. Alright. What's up? Mysterious guy.
My eyes? Is that the legendary magician?
You seem familiar. Can you tell me where I am?
Tell me where I am. No, I'm definitely not familiar.
I believe.
I believe this was ever changing. Okay.
Pretty famous.
How do I leave this place, old timer? You're either the ace.
Come on.
Oh, he's
There we go. Thank you. Hold for skip. All right. So we got time warp. Ace blinks forward, throws magical cards, and drops explosive cards. Can I pick all of these up? Oh, sick. Okay.
welcome to the ever-changing palace, Dandy Ace.
Sick.
Lele, the Green-Eyed Illusionist, will watch firsthand as my defenses beat you over and over again. Bring me some popcorn.
Okay. Definitely kind of misunderstood. Teleport between portals. Okay.
You think that fabulous cape will protect you? Spoiler alert, it won't.
This is already giving me that God's game where you play as the son of the devil.
Don't bother trying to open the
Um,
gate, Dandy Ace.
Can't think of what it's called. God, I'm terrible with game names for some reason. Please give me that. Thank you. Figure that was good food to eat.
Yes, crush him.
Ace shoots a comet.
Wait a sec.
Passion comet. Tell you what, the art style's not really capturing me that much, but
Houdini.
the whole card throwing element is 100% my something I'm into. There was a point where I was gonna play a card throwing character in a D&D game, but due to scheduling conflicts, I could not partake in that game. So this is at least giving me a little bit of that.
Real magicians don't rely on jokes.
Gain a random card.
Why would you even open it?
What's that tied to? Oh, so I have to replace it? Wait, what? Oh, okay. So it adds an ability to that. Huh. Another portal.
You are trapped.
Trapped.
Such a deal. Don't blame me.
Oh, I'm dead.
No magician ever died in his bed.
Game over. Hello again. Are you surprised? No, I'm not, because I was told that this was a roguelike, so I should not be surprised. But, yeah, we'll jump back into it. Okay. Oh, that's a different one. Starburst. Okay, so it pushes enemies away. Gotcha. Pishow, pishow.
Wait, you can do that? I've never seen that trick before. He's right where we want him. A raise to who? What the heck is that? A cupcake? Who made this?
Blah, 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 blah. I gotta say, so far, not bad.
Okay, you did okay. There, I admitted it. But you will die next time.
Like I say, I mean, it definitely feels like, you know, a more, you know, stylized is probably not the word I'm looking for, but, you know, a more thematic kind of roguelike, you know, procedurally generated. It looks like the maps are completely different, you know, moving through it. So,
What could even be in there that you
so far, not a bad game.
can't think of anything?
Cast 3, the third explodes. What? What does that mean? Put that on that instead?
More angry enemies. My tricks are getting better and better.
I don't know what that does. Like, I don't know what this upgrade effect does. Magic.
Enemies! Enemies everywhere! Nowhere else to run to.
That's really powerful. My B is just like an endless punch. Why do I not have this on there? Criminy.
Don't count on your luck to survive, though. I'm warning
Oh, I see.
you.
Cool. So, okay, I don't have enough money for that.
No open sesame can
Can't
help
go
you
that
there.
far.
No keys, no entry. And they're not around there,
Interesting.
if you want to know.
Huh. Yeah, so it looks like every time I pick up a different item, if it's not one that I can immediately equip, it becomes a buff somehow to another card. I really like how that actually allows you to not really lose out, and also changes kind of the dynamic of the cards, because you could have the same cards to start like every fight with, but or like you could have 2 runs where you have the same base cards, but depending on what your modifiers are can drastically change how stuff is handled. And I like that. I like whenever games give you ways to make it feel different, especially with roguelike. You know, you get into those habits of, you know, this is my perfect run. Like, oh, you know, I know with this combo, I'm going to win. You know, right now I'm playing a game, there's a game I'm playing on my phone that's a lot like Vampire Survivors. But, and it has a lot of the same things where, like, you get an item and then you get a thing that upgrades it and it allows you to kind of change how it's played out. Yeah, you know what? We're going to do that, and we're going to add poison to the card throws.
You're not even sweating.
But I kind of like how this game adds that, you know, that adjustment. Oh, who are you?
Mister, the day I get hurt fall, and that's never, if you didn't catch that.
Cool. Sure. Okay, can't afford anything else.
Thank
Who are you?
goodness, Mr. Ace. For a moment, I never thought I'd see you again.
Discarded shoes? Defensive shoes. What is that? Yes.
Well done.
Easy peasy.
Don't get too cocky.
It's fine.
Okay, cool.
A man of...
Oh, I could use some.
I filled the next
All right, let's do this.
with lots of surprises. Let's celebrate. Now, you don't want to get dirt on your elegant boots. Time to quit already. Oh, that's all you got?
Nice.
Hey, Dandy Ace. Are you so afraid of
Okay.
what you need to open this treasure chest?
Ooh, adds more poison. Let's go ahead and tack that on there. So does that mean I have a poison teleport? Yes, I do. Okay. That's kind of sick.
Call an ambulance.
No, I was drinking the potion. At the fact. Oh well. Not a bad run. This one. Okay, what is that? Okay. View total. View. Okay, cool.
There's no going back, Dandy Ace. I can feel your despair brewing.
That's sick. Blind them.
You're not gonna do a trap check?
All right.
Listen inside.
Yeah. All right.
Drop the cupcake.
Yep. Can't afford anything.
Look how many minions, and there's no escape. I'm so brilliant.
Oh God, I cast the wrong thing.
I knew I should have sent more
That's Death Bomb. What does that mean? When an affected enemy dies, oh, sick.
They'll just keep coming. Isn't this an excellent idea? I thought so too. Come on. Who brings a gun?
Oh, that's cool. Oh my god, yes. That's awesome. Okay, no, this game has definitely earned has earned some good brownie points in my book. That whole mechanic of each card has a passive and an active ability is really cool.
Surprise, surprise. Let's see if you survive this.
Yeah. Ow.
You beat it. And I wasn't
Oh, adds poison. You know what? I'm gonna leave it on that.
so watch out.
Because if my my teleports can poison enemies, teleport into them. I got 30 seconds here. See how far we can make it.
Next time will be harder, Dandy Ace. I
Adds push. Actually, I kind of like the idea of that on this. I want to see if that does what I think it does.
could have done the same.
But who knows if I'm going to have time to do it, because I only have 4 seconds left. Oh, no! Well, we can always give it a few more seconds. I need to talk to her?
Need me, mister?
Sure. I don't care. I just want to try something. I want to see if this actually does what I think it does. That's slick. Okay. Yep. There we go. Does exactly what I thought. And perfect timing. Just perfect timing. All right, well, let's go ahead and get this closed down. Bumpers. All right, so Dandy Ace. Kind of what I expected, at least as far as what Glenn told me of it being a roguelike. Was not expecting the whole like, you know, Alice in Wonder, not even Alice in Wonderland, but like the whole casino, you know, card thing. I think that's a really cool idea. Again, as I said while I was playing it, loved the whole concept of each card having a passive and an active ability that you can upgrade. I think that's really cool. A good way to add up spice and flair to each and every run that you do. Yeah, I think I think that was a fun game. Thanks, Glenn, for suggesting it. And now to decide where it goes. Honestly, as much fun as that was, yeah, it's definitely not anywhere near. Yeah, it does kind of have Wonderlandish-esque. It's more on like the rabbit, you know, kind of card aspect of it. Yeah, I think it would be one of those games where like I'll play it now and I probably won't touch it again. Not out of not wanting to, but more that there's other games that I would feel that I'd want to play more. So honestly, if I'm being completely honest with myself, I'm gonna have to say 15 minutes was probably enough. Um, it's it's kind of in that vein of, you know, there's a good bit to it. I'm just not overly crazy about it. If I had a spot between just 15 more minutes and 15 minutes was enough, it would exist there. But I'm gonna say that because there are other games out there that I will play over this. Um, you know, you know what? No, you know what? No. If I'm being honest with myself, if I'm being completely honest with myself tonight, after playing that, why is there a fourth game on chart at the bottom? So why there's a fourth game at the bottom is I was planning on doing, instead of Archvale, I was planning on doing Psychonauts. But Psychonauts crashed my computer 3 times last night as I was aiming to do this stream last night. Because Justin recommended Psychonauts to me, and it crashed my system 3 times. To the point where it actually crashed, I had to do full resets on it. It wasn't even like, just have to close the game out. Like, I had to completely shut down my computer. And once I add a game to the chart, without completely redoing the chart, I can't I can't take it off of there. So the most that I can do is just, scoot the vision on that up. But that's why that's down there, is just because if I can get it to run, I will do Psychonauts, because Psychonauts is a great game from what I've heard. I've never played it, but I have seen a lot of people play it. And I would mind playing it, but we'll see. But you know what? You know what I'd have to say, if I'm being completely honest with myself tonight? That is actually where I think I will leave the chart for the night. I think Archvale was great. I think I got really excited about it in the beginning because I thought it was going to be more than what I thought it was. And then as I played through it, as exciting as it was, as much as the art style is really like my kind of jive, I like the crafting aspect to it. I just don't foresee that. I don't foresee me going back to that game enough to warrant giving it just 15 more minutes. I will probably never pick that game up again. And again, it's not because I don't want to. I got what I wanted out of that game, and I thought it was fun. And that was about where it ended. Dandy Ace, though, if I'm being completely real with myself, I could see myself playing that more. And that's mostly because it does have that replay factor of the procedurally generated, of the different cards. I want to see what other cards there are. So I probably will play that again. And, probably not that many times, but I will play that again. So, with that, that's going to be it for this episode of the First 15. Thank you everyone who stopped by tonight to watch this. Just a quick recap for what we have done, as I am saving everything I have on my notes on another screen. Tonight we played Archvale, Crown Trick, and Dandy Ace. Archvale getting the rating of 15 minutes was enough. And again, that kind of took a little bit of insight on myself to really consider, but if I have to be honest with myself, that is the case. And with Crown Trick and Dandy Ace getting just 15 more minutes, I think that's appropriate. I think that's where they should be, because those are games that I probably will play, but I'm not going to be feverishly playing them. So with that, thank you all for joining me tonight. Again, on the second episode of the First 15, I'm hoping to make this into kind of like a weekly thing where, one day out of the week, depending on whether it be, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever night I have free and available that I can dedicate, and around an hour to play, and that's kind of why I chose 3 games. If I give each game 15 minutes, give about myself 5 minutes to really review the game and switch between them, it's about an hour, and that's about where my limit on streaming sometimes is. So, yeah, thanks for joining me again. I really appreciate you coming out. If you watch this on VOD, leave a comment, follow the channel. I will be uploading these all to YouTube. I have yet to decide if I'm going to be doing these as individual videos on YouTube. I probably am, so keep an eye out for that if you follow my YouTube channel as well. It's just same thing as you can see right there. Nope, sorry, right there in the corner. YouTube at Kelf1. So thanks again for sticking by, watching, and everybody out there in the streaming lands, have a good night.